Alright, hello and welcome to episode 26. Gonna kick things off quickly here. Think you know what's going on. We're gonna try to take Teal out quickly. I am going to attack his throne city first before we move on to the next turn. He's got a pretty good defense. It said closely matched there. I think it's probably not that close. I think I would have lost if I'd tried to do it in one turn. But I'm going to attack it here, pull all my units back far enough that they can't get hit by those Shrines of Smiting, and then just use up all my casting points. You see my leader has all his casting points, plus I have 5 other heroes in the battle. Most of them have spells that can do some damage. So I'm going to take out as many Shrines of Smiting as I can, make the battle easier to do at the beginning of next turn. Pulling all my troops away so the shrines can't hit them. Had the Shrines of Smiting come out over the wall, that would have made this battle a little tougher, but I think it would have... I think I could have won it if it turned into an open field battle, if I didn't have to worry about getting up over the wall before I hit the shrines. As usual, I'm doing Thunderstorm on the first turn. I'm going to cast a spell. I'm going to pick Disintegrate. 55% chance succeeds. I get pretty lucky with Disintegrates in this battle and the next one. I'm going to try to keep track of how lucky I actually get on those. But it seems like they succeeded more often than they should. There you see Teal's not going to come after me. He's going to let me sit back and cast spells. So I'm going to do Chaos Rift next. Teal has a lot of healing units in this battle, so I'm not even worrying about trying to damage or kill his living units. I did consider trying to target them all with Disintegrates and stuff, and try to get them on turns when they don't have any healing available. That way the next battle would have been me against basically just a bunch of Shrines of Smiting. That would have been tough. They would not have had their additional damage bonus that they get from all the devout units on the battlefield. But I think they still would have been pretty tough. And with my spirit weakness from the Armageddon spell, I didn't want to worry about messing around with that. The units getting spawned by my Chaos Rift aren't doing much for me, but that's okay. The lightning damage is still doing quite a bit. It's not killing anything, but it's weakening some of these shrines. I have plenty of Disintegrates left. I can cast 5 more. Probably should have saved this Magic Fist, actually, to see if there's a weak shrine I could kill off at the end. The Filth Pit that Goblin cities have is, it doesn't do very much damage. It gives you the Disgusted debuff, which can get pretty annoying. But in this battle, not only are my units pretty happy, well, they might not be happy. But point is, I need to check to see if they were happy, since I'm not actually making any attacks here. My other Theocrat has no spells that can damage anything. And there I get another Disintegrate to work. My other Theocrat doesn't have any spells, since his Smite will do no damage against these guys. They have full resistance to spirit attacks because of Armageddon. Disintegrate. Another 55% chance. That one actually does not succeed. So I'm 2 for 3 so far. I was having a 40% chance for Disintegrate on the shrines with their guard up and a 55% on the ones with their guard down. So it's more or less a coin flip on each one. I think I hit more at 50% than I do at 40, or more at 55 than I do at 40%. So overall, I probably should have killed about half of the ones I hit. See there, I got a 40% to succeed, so I'm 3 for 4 now. If they hadn't succeeded, they still do a decent amount of damage, about 30 damage. So I could have at least weakened them. Would have taken a few of them out. Not quite as many, but a few at least. 3 for 5 now. My next Disintegrate, I'm going to hit that same shrine, and it's not going to succeed, but its hit points are so low that it dies anyway. I'm not going to count that in my my keeping score here. I'm not going to count it as a 3 for 6, so I'll still say 3 for 5. I considered taking a chance getting a 40% hit in on one of the healthier shrines. I decided to play it safe and just make sure I took something out. Have to crunch the numbers to see if that was the better move overall, but it worked out. I end up winning the battle on the next turn pretty easily. And there it goes. So 3 out of 5 Disintegrate chances worked, and I killed 4 out of their 7 shrines overall. It's more or less what I wanted to do this battle. And this is why I decided to do it in 2 turns. I wouldn't want to be rushing that wall with those 3 remaining shrines plus all those other units when I don't have any casting points to back me up. That could have been a pretty tough fight. I will get a morale penalty from retreating since it counts as a loss, but with the game just about finished, that's not a big deal at all. They're finally going to rush out of their walls now that I only have 2 units left in the battlefield. Alright, moderately successful battle. Those damaged shrines are going to heal most of their damage next time. They do have a lot of devout units in their armies. They heal 5 hit points for each one. Plus the city probably has all the buildings built in it. So they would have the Masters Guild. And whatever, if any other buildings heal machines. The Flowrock Quarry or whatever it's called. Flowrock Citadel might be built in there. There is Teal's leader right there. I'm going to rush him at the beginning of this turn. Take him out, so that way they definitely won't be able to cast spells against me when I do go after their throne. Here we go. Probably should have auto-combated this. Guess it doesn't matter. It's a quick battle anyway. This hero that's with their leader looked like he had some really nice items. I never had a chance to look at them and see what they were. It's a little disappointing. I wish you could keep a certain number of items with you into the next battle. Or the next game you play, I mean. Yeah, that battle took 1 turn. And now I'm going to hit their throne before they can get those reinforcing units in. Gonna follow the same strategy as before. Pull all my units back so the shrines can't hit them. The dumb shrine targeted my unit with regrowth first as a terrible decision. Wouldn't matter, I have plenty of healing. with my 2 Theocrat heroes. Never did get any support units added to this army. Spent the entire game with basically no support units. Heal the Phalanx, since the Warbreed will heal on its own. I was playing it a little bit safe with the healing because I didn't know how much fighting I'd have to actually do in this battle. Notice I forgot to cast, or to summon a Thunderstorm. That was an accident. And you have to summon it before your hero moves a certain number of tiles away. So since I don't have it available, I'll just use Disintegrate, and that succeeds. I'm 4 for 6 now on those. 3 for 5 on the 55% chance shots, and 1 for 1 on the 40%. Nothing can hit me. I keep forgetting that this guy does cold damage to every unit next to him, and they're going to do Thunderstorm now. I saved my Chain Lightning for when Thunderstorm was active, since it does do shock damage and Thunderstorm increases the amount of shock damage done. There's only 2 shrines left, and I can't hit them both with 1 Thunderstorm, or with 1 shock, or Chain of Lightning. So I just picked the one that had fewer hit points left. Magic Fist can't quite kill it. The only other damage dealing spell I have is Flashbang, which does so little damage. So I'll just do Chaos Rift. Hopefully the lightning will kill off the shrines, and I won't need to waste any casting points on them. It didn't kill it, but it damaged it quite a bit. Living units will heal themselves. He shot my snake, but he didn't kill it. So I'm going to do the same thing I did in an earlier battle against Brown and just run him away. Just distract as many enemies as I can with him. Put a Disintegrate on the healthier shrine, so I'm 4 for 7 now. Actually 3 for 6 on the 55% shots, so I guess that's right in line with percentages. And then I got lucky on my 40% shot. And lucky for me, the heavily damaged Shrine of Smiting moved close enough that my Node Serpent can go get him with a phase. A very grumpy Node Serpent. My other Node Serpent's close enough that he might be able to go get a hit in on this other shrine. So I'm going to run him up close. Disintegrate succeeds. So what, 5 for 8? It's got a lot of very damaged units. Magic Fist can take out a number of them. It's really just random, the one I picked to kill. And now I am way, way stronger than Teal's army, so I'm just going to run everyone forward. Probably didn't need to put them in this somewhat organized formation I'm using here. But hey, it's the last battle of the game. You don't want to kill off your soldiers now. Bob pointed out that my one of my shock troopers, the one that I started the game with, was in this battle. He survived from turn 1 of the game all the way to turn 100. I noticed he's at champion 6 level right now, actually pretty close to champion 7, so I decided to give him all the remaining kills, try to get him up to champion 7. And that snake gets to kill someone too. Really just mopping up here. Probably could have done with only running forward 4 or 5 units. Alright, disintegrate, 75% chance this time. Succeeds. I was 6 for 9. My overall percentages on them were, my average was probably around 55 or higher. Yeah, it'd be very slightly higher than 55% on average. And I got 6 out of 9, so about 20% luckier than I would expect. It's around this time when I was deciding I wanted to give my shock trooper the final kills. I flew my sorcerer up there to try to stun someone. Try to hold him in place to give my shock trooper a chance. And there's one kill. Move him over, get him in position to get those other 2. Fortunately, they hit the Shrine of Smiting instead of something that could damage them. That was unfortunate. He hit the shock trooper and got panicked by him. I thought my little attempt to get him to champion 7 was over there. But fortunately, I have a hero with break control. So break control, he's able to use his killing momentum, kill that other guy. It's only 9 experience away at this point. All he has to do is go hit that evangelist 3 times. Get hit back each time. And there it is. Champion 7 level for my shock trooper. That is by far the highest level I've ever seen a unit. I think I've had a King Shock Serpent up at champion 4 or champion 5 before. But that was the highest before this. And that's the end of the game. You watched the entire playing session this time. I didn't have to edit anything because I did everything this time. I'm not going to show you the graphs at the end. I don't think those are very interesting in this game. You can check out Bob's video if you want to see those. That's pretty much all Bob has on his video, actually, is those graphs, since he didn't do much. But he does talk about what he's going to do in his future series, so you might want to go check that out, see what he has to say about that. Thank you all for being with me through this series. Thanks for staying through the technical difficulties. There are several different problems that cropped up throughout this series, but we managed to get through them. Able to get every episode out eventually. Probably take a little break from recording stuff, a couple weeks maybe. I want to at least figure out what I want to do for my next Age of Wonders videos. I'm not going to be doing a playthrough of a full game again. either co-op or by myself. But I might do videos showing like different scenarios, how to get out of tough situations and things, how to kind of use the AI's mistakes against them. A lot of the same things Bob and I have been talking about through the entire series, but in a more focused type of, well, it'll be more focused. Thank you again. If you are subscribed, you will see the next time I post a video. I don't know when that will be, but I will see you when that happens.